I'm going to tie in a set of micro-chenille eyes. This is obviously a damsel nymph, but the same applies to anything that you want to tie a pair of eyes on. I've got some very fine micro-chenille, as the name would suggest. I'm just going to clip off a length like so. And give yourself a reasonable length to work with. I mean, this stuff is not that expensive. And what I'm going to do, I've left a small gap between the end of the thorax there and the eye of the hook, and that's there for a reason. So I'm just going to hold that on over the shank of the hook like that. Just get two or three turns on, just to hold that in place, as you can see there. And then bring the thread at the back and put in the same sort of number of turns, 2, maybe 3 turns there, okay, just to hold that in place for position. And that's all we need to do to start with, just to check that everything's looking okay, and then we can add a few more turns over there. It's just a crisscross turns. I mean, there's no weight to this stuff, so you're not having to anchor it down very solidly, and then just a couple more over that side there, and that should do nicely in position. I'm just going to turn the vise around there so that you can see that they're sitting quite nicely across. And to trim them, all I'm going to do is to take the scissors and trim them on that side, just leaving a little stub there. You can see it there, and the same the other side. There we are, and that's a set of eyes on like so. If you want them a little shorter, you can make them a little shorter, whatever. The next operation on this particular pattern is just to bring the thorax cover over like that and just catch it off in front of those eyes, which I can do quite easily like so. And you can see, I'm just going to ease those eyes back. That's the beauty of them being made of chenille. You can just pull them and push them around. They're not going to break off. And then just trim off that thorax cover there, like so. The next thing would be just to wind a small head and whip finish and varnish. And if you do get any varnish on the chenille eyes, it really doesn't matter. It just makes them a little bit more solid. But as you can see, they're quite prominent. They're small, but they're quite a key feature of that head area on that damsel nymph.